This layout is a Cincinnati tradition, bringing families of all ages together to not only enjoy the trains of Christmas, but to evoke the history of Greater Cincinnati.
My actual time with this layout, the knowledge of it goes back to about 1961. I went downtown for the first time when I was 4 years old. I'm 64 now, and in that time I've only missed 1 year of either going down and seeing it or actually operating it.
It kind of goes back to when I was a little kid back in the 60s. That was a family day with the family. We'd come downtown, see the trains, get a cookie, and either go see Santa Claus at Shillitoe's or McAlpin's. We'd have lunch downtown, one of the restaurants, Hathaway's or the Wheel Cafe. So it was a big day for us, get out as a family.
Well, I remember going down there with my parents in the early 50s, seeing it. And then I remember taking my kids in the 90s.
I remember going down there when I was a little kid and watching the trains. When I was 7, 8, 9 years old, I'd get on a streetcar and go down and drop my lunch off at the Provident Bank at the corner of 4th and Main, and then go across the street to CG&E and watch the trains until it was time to eat lunch. And then I'd go back over and watch the trains until I got a tap on the shoulder and my dad would say, "Come on, we're going home." So I'd spend all day down there just watching the trains. And now I get to work on it.
The first time I saw these was the first time they came here to the museum back in, I think it was 2011. And I've come every year since.
One of my favorite aspects of the job is to see the smiles on the little kids as they're watching the trains go by, the families that are down here, seeing it for the first time, out-of-towners who's never seen it before, answering questions that they have, and then conversing with senior citizens like most of us that remember this and listening to their stories.
Probably my favorite part is, it's not even really the little kids seeing the trains, it's seeing their grandpa coming and seeing it again and telling their grandson. I used to go see this down at the electric company's lobby.
Oh, it's so much fun. Not only be part of the tradition, but to see the reaction of the small children. They come over and they see the trains and they start hopping up and down. And not only the young kids, the kids my age in their 70s, because they'll sit down and say, "Oh, I had this piece," or "I had that building back when," and I said, "Well, so do I."
My favorite part is twofold. When you see that child running down the ramp, so excited to see the trains, and they're squealing at the top of their lungs, and they walk up and their eyes are just bright, that's just something that doesn't have a price to it. And the twofold is the older gentleman who remembers playing with the trains with his dad as a child. And he comes up to you and he tells you, "I came here with my dad and I saw these trains with my dad." And you just see them reminiscing about that, and they come back and now they're here with their family or they're here with their grandkids. And it's a generation, this is like 3 generations. And to be able to share that with the people of Cincinnati is just something that you can't put a price on, and that's what I love about it.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful for this to be here in Cincinnati for that long a time. That says something for the layout. You know, the history of it, the entertainment of it, everybody loves to come down and see this layout.
And it's really something to be able to maintain this. It's like we're the guardians of the legacy, so to speak. It's not ours, it's ours to maintain until we are able to pass it along to the next generation of greater Cincinnatians to enjoy also.